56% of young men have gynecomastia, and there's a reason why I always shove this statistic up your face. Isn't it crazy how 1 of every 2 people are not developing as a man should? And it's common sense to predict that the rate is going to be constantly going up, and eventually everyone's gonna have gyno. You might ask, why is the gynecomastia rate so high? This is why. Imagine a modern young man. Let's call him Steve. He plays video games 6 hours a day, and while he's playing he dips his greasy fingers into the Doritos and just eats that all day. Doesn't go outside, no sunlight, eats the most garbage diet in the world. So I think you now should understand why the gynecomastia rate is going up and why testosterone is so low. In this video, we are going over the 3 everyday things crushing your testosterone levels. I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into the video. Alright, the first thing that is crushing your testosterone levels is eating a low-fat diet. Listen, I understand. The modern diet, right? We all know it's unhealthy. But the worst part is, there is barely any fat. And you might think fat is this bad thing, because fat means belly fat. And the doctors say that fat is bad for you and cholesterol causes heart attacks, which is all bullshit. The modern diet is filled with crisps, energy drinks, chocolates. All of that is processed carbohydrates. And they're not even the good carbohydrates, because carbohydrates decrease cortisol and boost testosterone, but not them ones. Them ones lower it. You know cholesterol, right? How do you think that testosterone starts? You think it just happens on its own? It starts from cholesterol. So what happens when you eat a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet? Your testosterone goes down. Isn't it crazy how they're telling you to eat low-fat, low-cholesterol? They're trying to keep you weak. They want you to have low testosterone. So whatever the news tells you to do, go do the opposite. Cholesterol is the building block of testosterone. It eventually goes from cholesterol to other stuff like progesterone, and then it gets to testosterone, right? And then there's enzymes that convert that testosterone into estrogen, like aromatase, and then to convert your testosterone into DHT is 5-alpha reductase. I don't know if I'm saying that right, correct me if I'm wrong. There's also another reason why testosterone is low. When people start bodybuilding, they follow the bodybuilding diets that these people who are taking steroids eat. And someone who's taking steroids and someone who's natural should have 2 completely different diets. Because when you're unnatural, you already have a shit ton of testosterone. You don't need testosterone. All you need to do is maximize muscle protein synthesis. But us naturals, we need to maximize testosterone. So don't eat tuna. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't eat tuna. There's just better fatty fish sources like sardines and salmon. So don't eat tuna. Don't eat egg whites. Eat the full egg. There's always people that eat egg whites thinking it's better. No, eat it with the yolk. The yolk's the most healthy part. Alright, so what you have to do, an actionable step for you right now, is to eat any fatty foods. So eggs are perfect for this because they have high fat and high cholesterol that will boost your testosterone a fuck ton. So eat eggs, eat nuts. Nuts have high fat. Instead of eating lean meats, eat fatty meat. So if you're gonna eat chicken, don't eat chicken breast, eat chicken thighs. Eat red meat, eat lamb, eat pork if you can, just like fatty meats. Eat avocado. Alright, number 2 is constantly being stressed. And you may think, how does stress got to do with testosterone, right? So cortisol is also another hormone in our body, but they're anti-androgenic. And what this means is, for example, testosterone and DHT is androgenic. That's what we want. Hormones like prolactin, cortisol, SHBG, these are all anti-androgenic. We need less of these. So what happens is, when you raise cortisol, testosterone goes down. And when you lower cortisol, testosterone goes up. And how do you lower cortisol? You eat carbs, yeah, you sleep good, but also, there's one actionable step that you could do right now and you could do for the rest of your life, which is breathing fully. So you gotta breathe fully. My nose is kind of blocked, but I'm still gonna show you. As you can see, my nose is completely fucked, but I'm hoping you don't have a blocked nose. Alright, last reason is not sleeping enough. Sleeping is responsible for so much shit. So not only testosterone, but also cortisol. That's why not sleeping enough kills your testosterone so much. it does have a direct effect on testosterone, but also it has a direct effect on cortisol, raising it so much, which also in return lowers your testosterone. So aim for 8 to 10 hours a night. Try go to bed 2 hours earlier from your usual bedtime and test if you see a difference in your sleep and how awake you are when you wake up. Because if you're more energetic after you wake up, after going to bed 2 hours earlier, that means you're not getting enough sleep before. And yes, I told this to you guys every single video talking about testosterone, because you have to stick to the basics. You have to sleep. If you don't sleep, you could do any of these things and it will never work. And yeah, that's been the end of the video. Let's become strong men again in a weak society. Bye.